Good morning to students. Today I will start with electric flux in your chapter of electric charge and field. Just to define an electric flux, we have to draw a plane surface behind which, due to the presence of charge, there is an electric lines of force that inclines with the area vector of the surface by an angle theta. Therefore, the projection of electric lines of field along the direction of area will be our E cos theta, which represents the part of electric field or part of electric field lines passing perpendicular to the surface. This is the magnitude of the wave, magnitude of the electric field lines perpendicular to the surface. So the electric flux is a number of those flux which are passing perpendicular to this plane. By this concept, we can define electric flux, that is the number of electric field lines passing perpendicular to the plane or given plane ABCD is called as an electric flux. If somebody asks you what is electric flux, you can simply show it is a number, sir. Then he reply which type of number? Then you say the number of flux or number of electric field lines passing through the given surface perpendicular to it. This is the concept of flux, and by the formula it is defined by phi, and that is E cos theta into A. That is, it is the product of area of the surface, area of the plane surface, and the magnitude of electric field lines passing perpendicular to the surface. Now, it can be rearranged like that. And we know that the magnitude of vector A multiplied with magnitude of vector B multiplied cosine of theta will be A dot B. Therefore, we can write it as E dot A or E dot S, where area vector, both are called as area vector. So by this formula 1, by this relation equation 1, we can define an electric flux by a plane surface or by any surface. Now, if we are given a closed surface, whereas this one is a plane surface, if we consider an area that is ds by which electric lines of force are coming out of this closed surface, then for a closed surface the electric field lines or the flux are given by this is our equation 2. So by this two way we can define an electric flux. Now the electric flux which is entering a plane or closed surface are called as inward flux. That is phi I, which is always negative. Whereas flux coming out of closed surface are called as outward flux. Hence net flux is phi O minus phi I. This is the third relation of a electric flux. Now by the equation 1 we find two conditions of flux. First, when theta is 0, that is cos theta is cos 0, that is 1. Therefore, phi will be maximum and that will be E into S. Similarly, there is second condition, that is condition 2. It states that when theta is 90, then cos theta is cos 90, that is 0. Therefore, flux will be minimum and that will be 0. So these are the two conditions which defines wherever the flux is maximum and flux is minimum. Now the unit of flux. Unit of flux is defined by the relation E dot S. E means Newton per Coulomb, S means area, unit of the area, that is meter square. Therefore, combinedly we can write it as Newton meter square Coulomb inverse. So by this concept, we can fully define an electric flux by a plane surface or by a closed surface, which are mostly used in application of the Gauss law, where we are to find out the area, find out the electric field intensity by the flux. Now we come to the Gauss law. Gauss's law. To define this law, we have to consider a closed surface. This is a closed surface enclosing charge now, due to the presence of enclosing charge, there will be an electric lines of force which produce an electric flux by this closed surface, and that is given by phi, that is electric flux. So first of all, we have to draw the diagram by which we can define the Gauss law, and this surface is also called as Gaussian surface. Gaussian surface is surface which should be closed and enclose a net amount of charge. It should not be zero but should be positive. Then and then we can apply the Gauss law. Then according to Gauss, the net flux by a closed surface is equal to the product of net charge, net electric charge enclosed by closed surface and 1 by epsilon 0, that is phi equals q by epsilon. This equation first represents the Gauss law, or you can also write it as E dot closed integral ds equals q by epsilon 0. These two are the mathematical statement of or mathematical form of Gauss law in electrostatics.